Hello everyone, welcome to CNA, the daily newspaper analysis. So today is 29 September. Let's start the analysis of today. This is me and my relevant experience. If you want to join our WhatsApp as well as our Telegram group, you can join in via the links given in the description section below. Also, if you want to join our IGP program, you can join us via scanning this code, or you can call us via our number 91275 15541. Let's start with the content of today. COP28 and fossil fuel phase out, Asia Pacific Forum on Human Rights, Tortoise and hard shell turtle smuggling network, Medha Patkar on Teesta river dispute, and some of the prelims facts. Let's start with the first news of today, COP28 and fossil fuel phase out. Here are news ase. After a day-long climate ambition summit last week hosted by UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres, countries have entered the final 2-month stretch before COP28 climate negotiations that have opened in Dubai, with key issues like phasing out fossil fuels, tripling renewable energy production, and delivering climate finance to developing countries. So যেতিয়া আমি COP বুলি কওঁ, okay, so COP, whichever is known to be the Conference of Parties, and I can directly say that it is one of the supreme decision-making body which meets annually to assess the progress in dealing with climate change. So যদি মই এবাৰৰ কথা কওঁ, if I have to say this time the COP28 will be organized in Dubai. Okay, আৰু তাৰ লগত যদি মই কওঁ যে this time the president will be Sultan Al Jaber. Okay, and this will take place during the dates of around 30th November to around 12th December. Okay, so we all know that COP, that is the Conference of Parties, are very important for making some policy decisions with respect to climate change. মোক এটা কৈ দিয়া যে COP27 ক'ত organize হৈছিলে, which country organized the COP27. So ইয়াত হেতু কাৰণে আজি ইয়াতে কথা কোৱা গ'ল যে how we can directly phase out the fossil fuels and how we can directly leverage our economy towards making every economy fossil fuel and like we can see that how we can manage the fossil fuels in the coming time so that we can less use the impact of fossil fuels and how we can slowly move towards renewable sources of energy. তো তাৰ কাৰণে আজি এটা যেহেতু মিটিং হৈ আছে, so ইয়াতে COP28 ৰ কাৰণে 28th Conference of the Paris in Dubai from 30th November গোটেই লিখা আছে কথাবিলাক. Okay, the stock based 3 key areas of evaluation, mitigation, adaptations and means of implementation. এইকেইটা বস্তু ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট হৈ যায়. But এতিয়া যদি মই ক'বলৈ যাওঁ, did countries fulfill the goal of COP27? So in 2022, 80 countries unsuccessfully pushed for a deal on a phase down at last year's COP27 summit and turning down to new terminologies in search of a compromise. তো আমি হাৰ্ডলি দেখো যে কান্ট্ৰিজ বিলাকে ভালকে যিখিনি ৰিকুৱাৰমেন্টস হয় সেইখিনি ফুলফিল নকৰে, তাৰ কাৰণে আমি ভালকে কিছুমান policies with respect to climate change সেইবিলাক আমি ভালকে ডেলিভাৰ কৰিব নোৱাৰো, and that becomes a great challenge for a country like India who is on the verge of becoming developing or who is on the verge of becoming a developed country just by utilizing some of the fossil fuels, be it coal. Okay, so সেইখিনি কথাই ইয়াত directly কোৱা আছে. So you should always remember that this COP, that is the Conference of Parties, this Conference of Parties right away started by the time period of 1995 where it first met in Berlin, Germany. Okay, তাৰ পিছত এটো সদায় চলি আছে. Okay, and now it is COP28. Okay, so এইখিনি কথাকে ইয়াতে লিখা আছে ভালকে ডিটেইলছত চাই লবা তোমালোকে. Next, Asia Pacific Forum on Human Rights. So now when we say about Asia Pacific Forum on Human Rights, তো ইয়াতে এটা বস্তু মন কৰিবা যে this forum started back in 1996 and it brings together national human rights institutions from the Asia Pacific region. And what does it basically aims for? It aims to address significant human rights challenges in this region, because we know that in the region of Asia we have got a great challenge of human rights, be it the Rohingya crisis, be it the Meitei crisis, and all other crises that we can see within this particular Asia. Even I can say about the Uyghur crisis. তো এই ক্রাইসিস বিলাক আমি যেহেতু দেখিছো তো তাৰ কাৰণে the Asian Pacific Forum on Human Rights is certainly very much active in this region. Okay, so আজি we could see that the Asia Pacific Human Rights Forum has got its sole goal of promoting the establishment of independent NHRCs in the Asia Pacific region and supporting and effectively monitoring their respective contributions. So এই কথাখিনি ইয়াতে আজি আমি ভালকে জানিব লাগিব because today they are providing a comprehensive range of programs and services through which they represent a collective voice of its members and even collaborates with other organizations, be it the OHCHR, UNDP, UN Women and the United Nations Population Fund. So এইবিলাকৰ থ্ৰু দি তেখেতসকলে আজি এটো জেনাৰেট কৰিছে তো আজি এটা প্ৰেসিডেন্ট অফ ইন্ডিয়া ইনগ্ৰেটেড কৰিছে okay in New Delhi celebrating the landmark of 75th anniversary of the Universal Declaration on Human Rights. Okay, so yate gutekhini concerns kwa ase je what is the main concerns associated with the Asia Pacific Human Rights Forum. Okay, tar upor yate olop solop kotha dia ase Asia Pacific Forum or upor. Okay, tar upor yat kwa ase je why these human rights are so important. So yate ami janibo lage je human rights are important for protection of individual dignity, social justice and equality, tar upor rule of law, peace and stability, development and prosperity, global cooperation, preventing atrocities, human dignity as a universal value, individual empowerment, accountability and justice. So ekhini karone amar human rights to aji bahut beshi important hoy, but today we have seen that in many places or in many countries the human rights are often neglected, for which the humans are suffering from mass atrocities in this particular cities or towns or countries. Okay, so ekhini aji discuss kora ase yate to ekhini tumaloke likha ase yate. So aji jodi ami NHRC er kotha kau tumaloke muk olop amar India's NHRC kotha koa, National Human Rights Commission ketia establish hoisile and etu kotha koi dia je is it a statutory body, is it a constitutional body, it's a regulatory body, ki body hoy etu muk tumaloke comment section ot koa. So write something about NHRC of India. Okay, aru jodi para tetihole muk koa je who are the chairperson and members of NHRC. Okay, ekhini kotha tumaloke muk koi dia. Chalo questions di thua ase sai loba. Next, tortoise and hard-shell turtle smuggling network wider. So yate ki hoise je recently it has been seen okay je jikhini tortoise hoy aru jikhini turtles thake, there is a difference between tortoise and turtle ma koi asu etu bostu. So ekhinir jikhini shells hoy they are traded to more places globally and through a wider trafficking network than the soft shell ones. Okay, so aji yate ami dekhisu je they are basically traded for the meat that they produce. Okay, so hetu karone aji yate eta International Journal of Conservation yat koise je how it has trafficked how the hard shell turtles are directly trafficked more and more and why because of this this animal or this creature is facing danger. So আজি যদি মই এটা ডিফারেন্স কবলে যাও tortoise আৰু turtle ৰ মাজত এটো মন ৰাখিবা যে tortoise have more rounded and dome shells where turtles have thinner and more water dynamic shells. Okay, আৰু হেতু কাৰণে turtles বিলাকৰ কি হয় they have got a streamlined body, একদম সিধা body থাকিব আৰু তাৰ কাৰণে they are very much aid with swimming. এটা বস্তু মনত ৰাখিবা যিবিলাক tortoise হয় সেই tortoise বিলাকে বেছি টাইম ল্যান্ডত তাহাতে time kotai, ঠিক আছে, but the turtles are very much adapted with the water. Okay, সেই বস্তু কিটা আমাৰ important হৈ যায়, ঠিক আছে। তো এইখিনি কথা কাৰণে আজি ইয়াতে আমি দেখিছো যে tortoise and hard shell smuggling networks to বহুত বাহি বাহি গৈ আছে আৰু তাৰ তুলনাত আমি দেখিছো যে soft shell turtle ৰ কিন্তু smuggling বাহা নাই। Okay, so soft shell turtle is it includes some of the world's largest freshwater turtle. Okay, and we can find this soft shell turtles basically in Africa, Asia, North America, sob jagate poa jay. Okay, so amar jitu Indian soft shell turtle ase, Indian soft shell turtle, etur aru eta naam ki? It is basically restricted to the areas of Gangas, Indus and Mahanadi river. Okay, ei tinta jagat poa jay. ইয়াৰ আৰু এটা নাম আছে ইণ্ডিয়ান সফট সেল টাৰ্টল হেতু নামটো কি মোক ক'ব লাগে তোমালোকে ওকে তো আজি যদি ইভেন তোমালোকৰ হেৰিটো কথা কওঁ হাৰ্ড শেল টাৰ্টলৰ কথা কওঁ ওকে সো হাৰ্ড শেল টাৰ্টলৰো যেটো লাইক তেখেতসকলৰ বডি থাকে they are generally very hard that is I mean in the cell they are generally very hard and therefore they retract their necks and heads directly backward into the shell to protect them okay কাৰণ তেখেতসকলৰ শেলটো ভাঙাটো বহুত টাফ হয় okay so এটো কাৰণে ভিতৰত ডিঙিটো সুমুৱাই দিয়ে so that is one of the thing associated with this hard shell turtles so এটো কাৰণে ইয়াতে ৰিপৰ্ট পাইছে যে আজি ইহঁতৰ ট্ৰাফিকিংটো বহুত বেছি হৈ আছে so therefore this turtles becomes very important news to ইমান important নহয় but the turtles or this tortoise becomes very important মোক এটা কৈ দিয়া যে ইণ্ডিয়ান যেটো মই সফট সেল টাৰ্টলৰ কথা কলো so তাৰ IUCN status কি হেতু মোক জনাই দিবা okay চলো question দি থৈ দিছো চাই লবা Medha Patkar on Teesta River dispute. Okay, so tekhete koise urge korise Mamata Banerjee CM of West Bengal to agree to Teesta water treaty with Bangladesh. So what is this Teesta River dispute? First of all, ami janibo lagibo je what is the Teesta River? So it's a tributary of the Brahmaputra known as Jamuna in Bangladesh and it flows through India as well as Bangladesh. It originates in the Himalayas near Sikkim. And it flows to the south through West Bengal before entering Bangladesh. Okay, and yate eta Teesta barrage dam ase which helps to provide irrigation for the plains between the upper Padma and the Jamuna. Aji ami janu that there is a particular dispute with respective to the Teesta sharing of water. Bangladesh are concerned ase because for Bangladesh its floodplain covers around 14% of the total crop area of Bangladesh. And it provides direct livelihood opportunities to around 73% population of Bangladesh. So tar logot etia West Bengal kyo mana nai because Teesta is also the lifeline of North Bengal and almost half a dozen of the district of West Bengal are dependent on the waters of Teesta. So tar karone aji eto eta dispute hoy ase between India and Bangladesh to share this particular like water in a very gradual and a very termed way but still the decision has not yet reached our tar karone aji a dispute to settle hua nai okay so hetu karone aji yate narmada bachao andolonor jinjon leader asile social activist Medha Patkar okay muk olop tumaloke Medha Patkarer report koi dia je who was she you should know about this famous personalities okay so tekhete a resolve to a jitu amar problem hoy ase between India and Bangladesh etu immediate solve koribo koise and urging even Mamata Banerjee the CM of Assam because we all CM of West Bengal sorry because we all know that river water is a state subject okay to tar karone yate state government or interference to bahut necessary hoy jay okay to yate hekane gute dia ase yate sabo para Teesta water river dispute okay aru Teesta river khon keneke flow hoy ase okay so gute khini dia ase sai loba with the question tasur I have prelims flex Conocarpus plant so the Gujarat government has banned the planting of ornamental trees in forest or non-forest areas citing adverse impacts so it's a first growing exotic mangrove species it is native to tropical regions disadvantage kiho karone effects on humans because it flowers in winter and spreads pollen in nearby areas causes disease like cold cough asthma allergy etc effect on infrastructure root of this species go deep inside the soil and damage telecommunication lines and drainage environment damages the fresh water system and unplantable to plant eating animals so this plant species which is widely used in public spaces for its ornamental look but is known to have negative effects on the local biodiversity hence preventing the outlawed regions of the environment in which this particular area or this particular tree grows so etu karone etu Gujarat government e korise mainly focused or mainly etu bostu generally ami western aru olop middle India phale dekho okay aru even eastern to dekho Telangana phale dekho etu bostu thik ase but etu Gujarat government lo concern hoy ase jetu so you should know this next Swalamban 2.0 so to ki hoy Indian Navy is going to unveil this 2.0 the second edition of the naval innovation and digitization seminar okay which is scheduled to be conducted in October okay so through this Swalamban okay so etu through deploy ki koribo it will directly go in partnership with domestic micro small and medium enterprises and startups and through this they will directly go for including various good number of technologies and so as to make some of the good hold over artificial intelligence, and various developmental activities associated with maritime operations. Okay, so it was Swalamban 2.0, which will help even the MSME sector of the country today. Okay, so it kind of news of the next, Global Innovation Index 2023. So to recently I so India has maintained its 48th position, okay, of 132 economies under the recently published GII 2023 by the World Intellectual Property Organization. It's very important. Okay, so today it is the 16th edition. Okay, so it is the leading reference for measuring an economy's innovation ecosystem performance, and it is published annually. So mainly KISAI, it goes with the 4 key stages in the innovation cycle: science and innovation, technological progress, technological adoption, and socio-economic impact of innovation. So এই বস্তুকেইটা লৈ পেলাই তেখেতসকলে ইয়াত directly চায়. Okay, so that is one of the very important thing associated with the Global Innovation Index. So মোক তোমালোকে অলপ Global Innovation Index ওপৰত কোৱা যে Global Innovation Index হেডকোৱাৰ্টাৰ ক'ত, okay, কেতিয়া ফাউণ্ড কৰা গৈছিলে, okay, Global Innovation Index parent organization কোন আছিলে, আৰু at present instant of time who is the director of the Global Innovation Index 2023. Okay, so এই বস্তুকেইটা মোক কৈ দিয়া, কৈ পেলাই কমেন্ট সেকশনত তোমালোকে আনসাৰচোন লিখি দিবা. Okay, so last of Kutch Google বুলি এটা আছে, so এটো কি হয়, it's a native plant in Gujarat Kutch district, has high medicinal values, so এটো over exploit কৰা গৈছে আৰু তাৰ কাৰণে it is declared as critically endangered. So জানি থবা বহুত important হয়, it's a type of eatable items. Okay, কি হয়, Kutch Google. So that is all for today. This is our academic team and our CNA team. Thank you all.